Hey guys, welcome back. We had a lot of changes in this last patch, but I think one of the more important ones is definitely the weapon succession or the equipment succession. Equipment succession is going to really change the way that we look at our equipment from the future, as well as those new players who are going to be looking at creating the best gear possible with the lowest amount of resources. All right, guys, let's get into it. With the release of equipment succession, we can now transfer the subgrades from one piece of equipment to another. Many of us perhaps invested a lot of resources, including refinement catalysts, into a set of equipment that is not ideal for endgame. For example, you might still be holding on to that Naraka weapon that is plus 12 with really good subgrades. Now you can take that weapon and give its subgrades to a nice seal weapon, which we know is the best for endgame. Another good example is our Kina friends. Kina just had all of her healing change from being defense-based to being attack-based. Many Kina players will want to switch over to a Naraka accessory set, or perhaps upgrade to a new Tree of Heroes accessory set. Those Kinas who invested a lot into their foggy raid gear can now take that equipment and transfer the subgrades over to either a Naraka set, Tree of Heroes, or whatever set they'd like. Let's talk equipment succession and how it works. If I put an item here, it will be the receiving item. Now on the right is the equipment that can be used as the giving item. Not all of the items can be used though, so let me show you. All items must be 6 stars. The receiving item must be the same or higher awakening and must have a lower level enhancement. It is also extremely important that you remove all of the gems from your weapons and equipment before you use them in succession. Head over to the handworker in town to unequip all 3 of your gems before going into the menu. In this first example, the receiving piece is the same or higher awakening, but the giving weapon needs to be a higher enhancement level. You will see this red notice if you attempt to do this, and it won't let you succeed it. In this next example, the weapons have the exact same awaken level, but the giving weapon needs to be a higher enchantment level. So here is the same setup, same awaken level, but the giving weapon is a higher level and therefore can be used. Notice there's no red text. This is what a successful succession looks like. As you can see, the receiving weapon now has SADD. I also want to bring to your attention something to think about in the future. Let's say I want to use this Tree of Heroes necklace, but the stats are very low. I have the 6-star Naraka necklace, and for the sake of example, let's say that this Naraka necklace has really great substats. I would like to transfer those subgrades to my Tree of Heroes necklace. Because of the massive difference between unawakened 6-star and 2 awakened 6-star, I will have to level up this Naraka piece several times before I can finally use it in succession. After you successfully succeeded a weapon or equipment, do remember that the number of rolls into a subgrade are randomized after you succeed it. So if you had an S4 in the giving weapon, it may not be an S4 after you give it. After you're done succeeding a piece of equipment, it's now time to start the refinement and possibly even using catalysts to get those B's or A grades up to that S or A grade, whatever you're looking for. How can we use this feature in the future? Well, if you are currently struggling to start building that final seal weapon, or you have a sub weapon that you're not going to use and you want to put those substats to a foggy sub weapon, now you can. Also, in the future, we will be getting the mythic raids as well as mythic gear sets. This mythic gear can be used in succession as well. It's a little odd, but even though the mythic gear shows that it's only a 6-star weapon or gear, it's actually above even a 3 awakened weapon. So you will likely have to upgrade your giving weapon or your giving equipment much higher than you would have originally thought, because the mythic grade equipment is seen as a higher awakened level, even though it's not technically awakened. So for the mythic level equipment, it's best if you keep it at a low level enhancement or no enhancements at all to easily be able to transfer subgrades from one piece of equipment onto your new mythic grade equipment. I will link a video to Storyteller where he showcases his process of upgrading his mythic gear using succession. I hope this was able to shed a little bit of light on the entire equipment succession process. It's going to be a very helpful process in the future and something you want to pay attention to and keep in the back of your mind for future gear and future succession potential. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments section or head over to the Discord. Link is in the description. Got lots of smart people down there can answer all of your questions. Again, if you're back for another video, make sure to subscribe. As always, thank you for watching. I'm TopherSmurf telling you to keep on gaming.